everyone. Hello. Thanks for coming today and being part of this session. And my name is Nihad, the Safety Security Officer from NRC, and I'm here today to delivering this training for you guys. So just before we start, I wanted to make sure that you all feel comfortable with this room conditionings. Are we all happy with the lighting and the temperature of the room?
Yeah.
Excellent. Also, I just wanted to show you some equipment and things you might need, in case you need, in this training. We have a first aid kit hanging there, and the fire extinguisher is right outside here. So if you need it, if we need it, we'll use it. Also, I have my trauma bag here, my own trauma bag. We can use it if we need it. The latrine is outside here, in the back of this wall. If you guys need it, you can use it. Today, our training is about first aid. First aid, we will focus on the procedure of the first aid and how you deal with the casualty. And we will focus more on how to deliver CPR for the casualty. I guess most of you guys have been through this training before, and you have good ideas about this. So can I ask you guys what the first aid means? Please.
Well, once upon a time I've done first aid training, and the whole idea was being how to interrupt, or not interrupt, let's say, intervene to save human life and try to rescue him from injuries until the medics arrive.
Excellent. What actually first aid means is any assistance you can give to someone suffering suddenly of injury or illness, or you can prevent the casualty from worsening until the medic arrives. So there are some rules we need to follow as you are first aider to provide the assistance for the casualty or the patient. It's called DRABC. And there's very easy way, always you can remember what these words are. Like calling doctor, ABC. In my perspective, it's all about checking or inspection before you start delivering the first aid. And I will go through each letter and what it means. Danger, always remember, danger is about yourself. Your safety is the priority, always, as a first aider. If you want to save somebody's life, you need to first thing save yourself so you can provide assistance for the others. The second thing is response. How you respond as a first aider. How you get the information, collect information, and to deliver the aid for the patient. Third thing is aid, which means airway. Airway. You need to check the airway of the casualty. For example, if someone blocked airway, he cannot breathe, so you need to check the airway before you start giving any assistance, so you can solve the problem. Breathing. Is the casualty breathing? You need to check this one as well. Circulation. Is the blood circulating in his body? That means is his heart working, pumping? I'm going to show you now a short video so in order you guys to know what this first aid and CPR means.
In this health sketch, we want to talk to you about CPR, which stands for cardiopulmonary resuscitation. We use CPR when someone has collapsed and is not breathing, because it can keep people alive until emergency services arrive. Learning these simple life-saving skills is as easy as ABC. All you have to remember is the doctor's ABC.
D is for danger. First, look around carefully to make sure the area is safe for yourself and others before approaching. R is for response. Shake them gently by the shoulders and ask them loudly, "Are you all right?" If there is no response, you need to. S. Shout for help, as any assistance will be helpful. A is for airway. Gently tilt the head back like this to open up the airway. B is for breathing. Look, listen, and feel for signs of normal breathing. Look for normal chest movements. Listen for normal breathing sounds. And try to feel their breath against your face. Do this for no more than 10 seconds. If there is no sign of breathing, or if they are breathing in an unusual, noisy way, we need to start CPR. First, make sure that an ambulance is on its way. If you have someone with you, ask them to make the call. Putting the phone on speaker mode is useful as the ambulance service can talk you through the steps. C is for circulation. Circulation means the flow of blood around the body, and when the heart stops pumping, we need to take over this role by pushing down hard and fast on the chest. Start by placing the heel of one hand at the centre of the person's chest and interlock your fingers like this. With arms straightened, press down hard and fast, letting the chest come back up fully each time. Fast means around 2 times every second. And hard means that the chest needs to go down by about 5 centimetres. This might sound a lot, but you do need to push hard for it to be effective. If you have been trained, you can give 2 rescue breaths after every 30 compressions, as this helps provide some oxygen. However, if you have not been trained or are not comfortable, just keep going with hands-only continuous chest compressions. If someone else is with you, swap over if you begin to feel tired, and don't stop until either a health professional takes over or the person is definitely breathing normally.
I will demonstrate for you guys now how to deal as a first aider with a casualty. Let's say I came to this room and I found this casualty lying down here, and how I start to help him. First thing, I will go through the procedure we already talked about in the first aid by going to Dr. ABC. D is the danger. I check for danger on myself. What caused this problem? So I can not be harmed. I want to save him, but I want to save myself first. Take my time. I need to take my time before I go to approach to him and give him help. This can be happened by putting gloves, also includes your safety. Gloves is very important if you have to put it on. While you are putting the gloves, you will check the area, why this happened. Then you will think, let's imagine this guy here, he fall down from a ladder. So is there any problem on me? He fall down from a ladder, so there's no problem on me. Second thing I do is response. How do I respond? I come to him, I say, hey, my friend, do you hear me? There's no response. There's no response from him. What I do, the second thing is, I come here and lay on my knees to start checking the breath and the airway, breathe, and circulation. How? By listening, feeling, looking at the chest. Lay my knees, I will check the airway. Push the head back gently and open the mouth, see if something blocks the airway. Nothing, I will go to the next step, which is breathing. I will see breathing as breathing, which is I will do in the same way by looking and feeling and listening. I put my ear close to his mouth and start feeling and listening. If there is any difficulty of the breathing, and at the same time I will watch his chest if it's moving. If not, then he's not breathing. I'll check his circulation by seeing his heart pulse. If not, then I will need to first thing do call for ambulance and then do the CPR. If I have someone close from me, I will ask him to call the ambulance and I will start with CPR. Before we demonstrate the CPR, I want to explain to you what the CPR means. CPR is actually the performance that first aider tries to partial flow the oxygenated blood in the victim's body, like brain, heart, and other vital organs. If someone asks me, like, how I can give him CPR, and what the CPR means, the CPR is giving compressions for the victim and giving rescuing breaths. And how the compressions are? Compressions is by pushing on the chest of the victim and by your hand on the middle of his chest, with interlocking the fingers, and giving 2 breaths, fast and hard. The compressions, it needs to be hard and fast. How hard? 5 centimeters down. Fast, 2 compressions in each second. Now I'll show you how to do the compression. Come here. We found out he's unconscious, not breathing, no circulation. I put my hand in the middle of his chest and interlock my fingers. Start doing the pushing down. 1, 2, 3, 4. I give him 30 compressions with 2 breaths. Always remember, for adult, you need to give 30 compressions, 2 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, until you get 30, and then you give 2 breaths. Continue doing. Always remember, once you start CPR, you cannot stop unless you get 3 things. The ambulance arrives, you hand over to the medics, or you get exhausted. This also includes about your safety. You get exhausted, you need to stop because it's your safety. Or somebody replace you and continue the CPR. Any question about CPR? No. Can I have a volunteer? Please.
All right, so the first thing we do, as you have taught us, for this victim which has fallen down from the ladder, we check the danger. If there is no dangers to us, we start doing the response. So first thing, we shout at him, "Are you okay? Can you hear me?" If there was no response, we start to do the airway breathing gas circulation. So the first thing we do in regard to the airway, we go down on our knees and we try to feel the breathe flow. Is he breathing or not? So we need to feel and sense it. So we need first of all to push the head gently and open the mouth and start to feel or look at the chest if he is breathing or not. In case he did not breathe, we should start the CPR, and as you told us, the first thing we should do, we should call the ambulance, or for someone on the speaker to call the ambulance, and we start to do the CPR. So as you have told us, CPR is 30 pushes, 30 compressions, 5 centimeter depth, and 2 breaths per one. What do? We interlock the fingers on the victim's chest, and then we start pushing by our body, not by our hands. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, until we reach 30, then we start to give him a rescue breath, which is like that. And we have to continue this until either ambulance arrive, someone's swap us, or the victims get back to the normal breathing system.
Excellent.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Please have a seat, Ibrahim.
Thank you.
It was very good practice. Thank you, Ibrahim, again. And the only thing don't forget, please, that you check firstly the airway.
Yeah.
Something bugs. And you mentioned very good thing, that if the unconscious becomes conscious, that's why you need to stop. That was very good from you, Ibrahim.
Thank you.
Summarizing what we have done today, training about first aid. We went through the first aid, what the first aid means, and when we have to do it, and the procedures of the first aid, Dr. IBC, danger response, airway, breathing, circulation, and we did the CPR as well, explained the CPR. Our colleague Ibrahim practiced the CPR. So now, anyone has any question about what we have done today? So what I'm going to do now, I will hand you out a form, and please, I want you guys to fill this for me. You can do it this later. Thank you guys again. I appreciate you being here, and I hope that you gain good information and experiences about the first aid.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.